It's day 25 and we are leaving the Dovrefjell lodge, which was just a beautiful little apartment. We had a wonderful dinner last night and I'm just waiting on Greta to be ready, and we're headed off to Hjerkinn, which is going to be about 10 miles today. There is some climb to it, but it's not super tough. We've decided that there is Norwegian flat, which means there's climb, and Norwegian hard, which means don't even try it. So when our host last night said, "Oh yeah, it's flat from here to there," well, we know that there's a little bit of elevation involved, and of course rocks, and probably bog to go over. It's supposed to rain maybe 1 or 2 hours of the day. As you can see from the sky, it's pretty overcast and it's cold. So got my scarf on, everything I own, and we will look forward to a great day after a really good breakfast. We have no idea what this lake is up above or down below. Our directions are all screwed up, but we've got a nice downhill coming, and let me just tell you, we're kind of done with rocks. So our path has been a combination of those blasted rocks and packed mud and boggy area. I've discovered that my legs can stretch farther than I ever thought possible to go from rock to rock in a boggy area. We had breakfast this morning with Freya, who's also from the Netherlands. She's a pilgrim, and she caught up to us and was chatting with Greta, and we couldn't believe her energy. Just kind of, she's a middle-aged woman, but just kind of zooming by us. Well, she's been on the trail for 2 days, and so that accounts for her energy. She's going to be on the trail a total of 4 days and is taking some other vacation with it. But this being day 25, we're just taking our pace nice and slow. This is a 10-mile day, and we're going to end at a place called Hjerkinn. And then tomorrow is an even shorter day, but much more climbing tomorrow. So this one, there will be some climb later, so probably no videos during that era. But yesterday we were both, Greta and I were both so exhausted at the end of the day, and we realized that part of it was the cold, that our bodies were just shivering like crazy. And even though we had covering on, but you'd sweat and then you'd get cold, and then it was just kind of a vicious cycle. But much more energized today. I got a good night's sleep. I rehydrated, got plenty of water in me today. I think part of yesterday also was dehydration. So today will be a much better day to end the day with. We're anxious to see what our accommodations are like. Lake off in the distance. We can see the E6 over there with some, you probably can't see, but there's some traffic over there. And then this big long boardwalk to go through this marsh. Not only a super long boardwalk along the lake, but also a superstructure bench here. I think this deserves a sit down. walking in among the reindeer moss and along the side of the lake. This area actually has remnants of Stone Age civilization, so pretty amazing. We've got a little bit more of a climb. It's about 12:30. I think we're about halfway there. We got a late start today, but Grit and I have a couple of unspoken, I don't know if you'd call them rules or what. The first one is you hike at your own pace, and the second one is no talking on the uphill, which we're both perfectly fine with. But this is a relatively smooth path that lets me videotape just a little bit. The path behind us and the rocky landscape and the path before us. Very close to our destination now. Oh, this boardwalk needs a little improvement. What is wrong with this picture? The shoes are dry. I would like to say clean and dry, but that's not the case. The shoes are just dry. And that makes a huge difference in the morning if you have to start with damp shoes. So kudos to us for keeping our shoes dry. We're about a mile away and couldn't be happier. This has been a good day, but it's always nice to come to the end. The lawnmower's going faster than we are, but here is our destination, and right next to it is the stables. So we're a little tempted to try riding tomorrow. No, not really. But this looks like it's going to be very comfortable. And here's my accommodation. I was in a pilgrim cabin sharing with other people, but did I tell you this is day 25? I'm not going to share with other people on day 25. It's just, so I am not sharing these two beds. We just get one bed. So kind of like the other day when I had the family room. Nobody else will be in this room. So it will be just fine. And you know, the reason why I document this, these accommodations, not so that you can see what a bathroom looks like, but just so that I can remember it. When I go back and look at my YouTubes in a couple of years, I'd like to see, oh yeah, that was the one that had the mountain behind it and the horses outside. So it helps me remember. Tomorrow is day 26, and we've got a little shorter day, but it's got a bit of a steep climb to it. Although the woman at the desk said it's a pleasant hike. So I don't know if that's Norwegian pleasant or what exactly, but I'm sure it will be great. The following day is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but today has been just great. We made quite a few stops and got here in good time, and we're looking forward to a nice evening. Thanks for following along.